finally, what is the difference between primary and secondary growth in a plant? What structure is responsible for each type of growth? And what are the zones of primary growth in a root? Well, primary growth is an increase in length. And this occurs in both herbaceous and non-herbaceous or woody plants. Secondary growth only occurs in non-herbaceous plants. And secondary growth is an increase in girth or width. What structure is responsible for each type of growth? Well, primary growth occurs in the apical meristems, and these are present at the tips of roots and shoots. Secondary growth occurs in the lateral meristems. And there are a couple different types that we talked about: vascular cambium and cork cambium. Finally, what are the zones of primary growth in a root? So we talked about several different zones in the root. The bottom zone is the zone of cell division. This includes the apical meristem and is a region of active mitosis. Just above that and overlapping it lies the zone of elongation. The newly created cells elongate and push the root further into the ground. And finally, just above that, the zone of differentiation, where cells become specialized in structure and function. So that was our last question and concludes this section on plant structure at Educator.com. Thank you for visiting.